whole trailer I was waiting in anticipation for Optimus Prime to appear. Like, Prime, 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 Prime.
There is a darkness coming.
Then I was like, look how they massacred my boy.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am too. Then we're ready to go.
Hello, my name is CrankWave.
I'm Isaac, CrankWave'd's roommate, and welcome to our studio.
Well, to be fair, it's not an actual studio. It's just a place where I live.
Well, in that case, your place looks very nice though.
Thanks.
You know, CrankWave, I told everyone last year 2023 was gonna be my year. And you know why?
No.
Because this year is the year of the beast. Rise, rise, my mammalian brothers. This is our moment, our time. It's that rise of the beast. Finally, some representation for mammals. Oh, everybody, we got that Transformers Rise of the Beast coming out this summer, and it looks promising.
I think better representation for mammals or rodents would be like that rat from Endgame. Or that Rescue Rangers movie.
Yeah, but Rise of the Beast sounds so much cooler. I mean, you gotta know that feeling, right? When you got some cool representation on screen, like you had with Shockwave in the Bumblebee movie. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a very faithful adaptation of the character. For the 5 seconds we saw him.
I hope he makes a return in this movie. Or in future movies. But, you know, like, why did they design him to be, like,
What?
you know, so, bottom heavy?
I don't know. Maybe the actual reason in Shockwave stayed on Cybertron was to do squats all day, like, is my logic too thick for you to comprehend?
Interesting theory. But anyway, I'm so glad to be here with our residential Transformers expert to talk about it.
Why do you assume, just because I'm a mechanical being, I know a lot about Transformers?
Did I?
Nah, I'm just playing.
Have you seen all the previous Transformers?
Yes, I did.
And did you like them?
Well, some I liked, and some I simply don't. How about you?
Well, I've seen them, but I can't remember much of them overall. It's been a while, to be honest. Besides, anytime I saw an animal transformer on screen, they always died in the most gruesome way imaginable. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. But you are. Well, no, you're a big Transformers fan, which makes me curious how you feel about this trailer.
Alright, let's take a look at this trailer.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
Yeah, you got them right, it's real.
Yeah, that's what you get when you hire a good special effects team that does CGI well. What do you think of the trailer, Crankwave?
Well, it does what it needs to do, which is teasing a movie. As a trailer, it was kinda your average summer blockbuster trailer. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's better not to reveal too much and get me too hyped. The CGI is looking pretty okay for now. By the time the movie comes out, it probably will look much more polished. How about you?
Well, for me it seems more on the level of The Last Night and the OG movies, in the sense that we see a resurgence of different Transformers actions and not just the Autobots and Decepticons, like in the first 3 Michael Bay Transformers. Also, Monkey!
Optimus Primal. He originated from the Beast Wars cartoon.
Yeah, he sounds very cool being voiced by Ron Perlman, so I hope they do him right, because the last time we had a gorilla Transformer, they did him real dirty.
Was there a gorilla Transformer?
well, it was more of a transformer shaped like a gorilla and not exactly a gorilla. Here's a hint. Revenge of the Fallen.
Does it ring a bell with me?
How about now?
Ah, get that out of my face.
Yeah, we got Devastator and they gave him a nutsack with a pair of wrecking balls. For no reason at all.
But anyway, if there's something that I do like, is that this movie is gonna bring a lot of first things for anything in a lot of areas. We have the first live-action introduction of the Maximals. First time a Transformers movie is directed by a person of color, and also having the leads being played by persons of colors. I also like the fact that they didn't pick two actors who are too well known, which gives them their moment to shine. Something else I like is that they don't use Megatron as the main villain or try to shoehorn him somewhere in the movie.
Things you didn't like as much, or had you worried?
Well, it's almost like they are trying to revert back to some of the concepts that were introduced in the Michael Bay movies, but in a more subtle way.
Well, pretty much anything is more subtle than Michael Bay. Any examples?
Well, the whole trailer I was waiting in anticipation for Optimus Prime to appear, like, Prime, 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 Prime. Then I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this again. They have Optimus Prime with a mouth again. Initially I wasn't really a fan of this, because in the first Bumblebee movie, they had like this perfect adaptation from cartoon/toy to live action. Plus, we saw him speak in multiple scenes, and I thought, alright, this is getting way more faithful again. But then I recently rewatched some clips from Bumblebee again, and I saw that his way of emoting was solely done through his eyes, which makes it only possible to see close-ups, which does limit his way of expressing emotions, like he can't mean mugging to someone, or something like that. So then I thought maybe that mouth is necessary for him to show more complex emotions. But like, even in those shots, we basically get a comparison on how he can show expressions with or without his mouth blade.
Damn! Optimus Prime had some work done on his nose. Even he's looking like, god damn, what did they do to me?
I guess we were not the only ones who were in for a surprise, and to me, that mouth honestly doesn't contribute really that much, because he's able to convey the same emotions. So I really don't know how to feel about that. I think the reason why Prime solely speaking with a mouth blade worked in the Bumblebee movie was because his scenes were short and he only spoke to Bumblebee. But here, in Rise of the Beast, he's gonna be one of the main characters, and he's gonna speak a lot more often to a lot more characters. So that's why they brought it back, I guess. I kinda hope they don't show him too much with a mouth in the movie, or maybe it will work out in final product. Design-wise, I do have to admit, I was more of a fan of the design they used in the Bumblebee movie. Although, this new design they use is not a major downgrade. Unlike some fans who seem to have more of a reaction along the lines of, look how they massacred my boy. It's just like a case they had with the Iron suit they used in, I think, Spider-Man Homecoming, which was just a Civil War suit, but they were like too lazy to finish the paint job.
Well, it seems like they were saving on red paint.
Another worry I have is that judging from the locations we see, that the Maximals are not gonna be in the movie as much as the trailer wants us to believe. And that they're just gonna appear in the third act like they did with the Dinobots in Age of Extinction.
Guess we'll have to wait till the movie comes out. I hope it does well in theaters.
Me too.
Because the Bumblebee movie was a critical and financial success, all the while it managing to differentiate itself from the Michael Bay movies and give us something that's much more faithful to the source material. So it has a strong foundation to start from. You know what else I'm hoping to see in the movies?
Tell me.
I hope they show Rhinox with his buttling gun.
You mean Gatling gun, right?
Nope, buttling gun. Because if the toys are anything to go by, this is a configuration he has apparently.
Oh snap. I see Rhinox isn't playing around this time. Wouldn't be funny if they had like a Fleece Johnson, Booty Warrior type Decepticon in this movie who like tries to sneak up on Rhinox like...
I
No,
came
not
looking
today.
for booty.
How do you like my new ass, Ed?